There are things that we believe that we accumulate through time that we have hard time letting go of, and we hold on to where it's completely unwarranted. Um, Feelings. I wanted to end with that, but okay. Feelings, people, objects, jobs, situations, right? So we feel like because we have done it for such a long time or have interacted with this for such a long time, it makes sense to keep interacting with it, to keep it in your life. But the thing is, the only reason it's easier for you is because you have formed a habit. So if you had a certain emotion, a certain state, emotional state for such a long time, you feel like, oh my God, I've been feeling like this for 20 years. So what can I do? Literally the same thing that you do with anything. You just change it. You just change the habit. And the jest is not because it happens like this. It doesn't. Because you have to turn it off by turning on another habit. So if you have a habit of complaining about everything and that keeps you in the state of looking for things to complain about, what you have to start is to not act on the urge to complain and instead seek out positive things that you notice, whatever they are, however small they are, because from the state of complaining, you will not have access to very many things that are fantastic and fabulous, at least not from your perspective. But the more you practice gratitude or happiness or satisfaction, for me, I found the word satisfaction was the closest to what I was looking for, and the was the most capacity to actually help me feel the way I want to feel. Because running around and saying empty words, I'm grateful for this, for air, for sun, for whatever it is, it just does not, it didn't give me any feeling. It felt more like I'm pretending, like I'm trying to frame things as something they're not. But when you notice satisfaction in your body, it is essentially the same feeling of gratitude. It brings up the feeling of gratitude, or it kind of like the feeling of gratitude sprouts out of those. And it really doesn't actually matter what label you put on the feeling, as long as it's pleasant and satisfying feeling. So let's say you're just sitting in a chair and it's a comfortable chair. Just notice and say, this is satisfying. Say it out loud, or say it inside of your head, but saying it out loud is, at least to me, much more powerful. It's kind of like reading a book out loud. Again, for me, is better digestible, or like easier to receive the meaning, the information. Or you drinking tea with a cookie and you like it. So say that it's satisfying. And actually, you will realize that so many things in your life are satisfying. The same way, if you start focusing on, oh my God, my foot is itchy, I cannot take off the shoe, and the shoe is uncomfortable, and the weather is bad, and it goes and grows and gets bigger. The same way, if you start paying attention to what's satisfying and what pleases you, those things also get bigger and faster pretty quickly. Like immediately. I'm talking not even within one day, it's like within few moments, few minutes. But it depends also on your overall intention and your overall practice of just looking to feel happy, right? Because if your priority is to be right, you are not gonna find it so easy to let happiness in, because you somewhere inside believe that it's more important to be right than to be happy. Essentially, those are the same desire, but one is with extra steps because at some point you've been made to believe that people who are right are people who cannot fail to receive love, and receiving love is what would make you happy. But once you understand that happiness doesn't need any middleman, um, you will allow yourself to have it. You will allow yourself to receive it, and you will allow yourself to create it. A little thought I just had. Hope it helps.